I've been covering Gran Saga ever since it was announced years ago at a similar time to Blue Protocol, and while the release of Blue Protocol globally is completely up in the air now, probably not gonna get it, Gran Saga is another game that we can divert our attention to. This is something that we can focus on because this is a game that we're going to actually be able to play. This is confirmed to be releasing globally now, theoretically at some point in 2024. I did a video on this like a month and a half ago talking about how the global website just popped up out of nowhere and said coming soon. Now the entire website is completely filled with content. They have a lot of information concerning the prologue, so the story, the weapon system, the artifact system, the Guardians of the Kingdom. The grand weapon system is actually a very interesting part of the game because there aren't necessarily classes like there are in traditional MMOs. Rather, every weapon has its own unique class archetype, and every weapon has its own distinct character or visual aesthetic appearance that is associated with it. Think something like Tower Fantasy, where every weapon you can equip onto your main character has its own individual, separately animated character. That's the same with this. Every weapon fills a different class archetype, allowing for you to swap out, occupy various different roles. This means you're never forced into playing one specific style. There are multiple different factions present in the game. I love faction-based systems. Here is a selection of core cast members that you're going to have as part of your little collective unit over the course of the game's story. The characters look great. The animations look great. Over here, you can see there are actually quite a few of them. Las, Seriade, Wien, Kui, Kart, Namare, Orda, Jun. That is a nice outfit. Kaito, Luan. Some of these characters are really good looking. Yuna, Carcion. Oh, it continues on. Okay. Leon. Okay, the characters are getting better the further we go. Ignox, Miko Koro. Oh, she's big. She's packing. Christina, she's a cute character. Oh, yeah, I like what I see for a lot of these characters. Not a fan of, I do not like lolly characters. So I'm gonna focus in here on the full, voluptuously shaped adults, because I mean, like, that's where I'm at. I love my big booba anime girl characters. That's just me. That's why I've grown so interested and accustomed to playing gacha games these days, because they offer me exactly what I want out of it. Like, I was a big fan of Blade and Soul and Terra, and I love the waifus that were present in the game. This game very evidently is going to appeal to a very certain demographic of players, myself included, a degenerate human being that loves really attractive characters. But I don't just like attractive waifus. Like, Carcion looks incredible. We have, I'm looking for another good looking guy here. Reinhild looks incredible. I mean, look at this dude. This dude looks great. Professor Bell. And then here we have Japard from Honkai Star Rail. There are a lot of great looking characters. Holy crap. And I honestly, I can't wait to be able to recruit some of these people and see exactly how they play. Oh my god, those thighs could crush you. My god. Here's an example of the grand weapons and the characters that are associated with them. There are great swords, there are dual swords, there are staves, there are katanas, there are, as you can see with this, a halberd or some kind of trident. There are axes, there are fist weapons, there are, like, I don't know, maybe there are guns too. I don't think I've actually seen it. Wait, no, the purple-haired girl. Yeah, the purple-haired girl definitely had a gun. That is a very, okay, wow. This is like a dole? Yeah, you have a dole as a weapon. Holy crap, she looks crazy. So some of these characters actually look really cool. And these are all like weapon types that have their own unique playstyle, their own unique abilities and everything, and it really adds additional depth, additional layers of complexity to the game, to the characters that you find in the game. And this is something that I feel like, other than Tower Fantasy, at least in the MMO genre, doesn't really exist. So I appreciate the fact that there is such a sizable variety in terms of weapon styles, in terms of combat styles, in terms of class archetypes. There's the artifact system, but I don't really know anything about that. There is a trailer for the game to show you exactly how everything kind of interacts with one another, how everything looks in game. I've covered, I think, at least a dozen or so trailers over the last couple years. We don't really need to look into that. If you're interested in seeing what the footage looks like, what the gameplay looks like, just go ahead and Google it. Check YouTube. There are plenty of people that cover this, or especially at least in Korea. It's also worth noting here that this game is done by the same studio, NPixel, that do the Chrono Odyssey MMO, the one that's coming out in the next year or so, that looks absolutely incredible, fully 3D, powered, I think, by Unreal Engine 5, console, PC, cross-platform functionality. Here are different game modes that you'll see, that you'll find in game. The Parvana's Battlefield, Trial of Kings, Sealed Altar, Knight's Hall, Guild Hall, the Arena, Incursion, Skirmish, lots of PvP, lots of PvE game modes, which is great because the more content you have to actually do, the more content you have to consume, the more time you can waste in the game, and the less you'll feel, I guess, bored? Absent things to do? There are some boss monsters which look crazy. Oh my god, who is that? Aisha. Oh, she looks like, I don't know, like a queen? A Chloe. That is not the name I expected, but she, oh my god, okay. Then we have like Yunha, okay. Dude. Like, these are crazy looking characters. I can't wait to get to fight these guys. I hope you can recruit them. Seriously, we need to be able to. Some of these are too good not to be able to use. Character models that we need to be able to use in game. There seems to be character teasers. I don't really care about that. We'll see them when the characters are released globally. And that is it. That is everything. Unfortunately, we do not have a confirmed release date right now. It is still slated, or at least speculated, to be releasing in 2024. If I'm being honest, we're gonna get this long before we get Blue Protocol, if we ever get Blue Protocol. So with this in mind, I mean, hey, it's a new anime MMO that we might be able to lose some time in, some of our life in, which sounds good to me. Now, if none of this is of any interest to you, absolutely no problem. I got you covered with 2 different videos on screen right now. Might be more up your alley.